East of Suez, by James Barr is a fascinating account of British imperial policy in the Middle East during the 20th century. Here are 5 key takeaways from the book. The Suez Crisis of 1956 was a turning point in British imperial policy. The crisis showed that Britain's power in the region was declining, and that the United States was becoming the dominant power. The crisis also led to a reassessment of British policy in the region, and a recognition that Britain could no longer act unilaterally. The British policy of divide and rule in the Middle East had long-lasting effects. The British encouraged sectarian and ethnic divisions in order to maintain their control over the region. This policy contributed to the conflicts that continue to plague the region today. The rise of Arab nationalism challenged British control in the Middle East. Arab leaders such as Gamal Abdel Nasser of Egypt and Saddam Hussein of Iraq sought to assert their country's independence from Britain. The British responded with military force, but ultimately could not resist the tide of nationalism. The oil industry played a central role in British policy in the Middle East. British companies such as Anglo-Iranian Oil and the Iraq Petroleum Company controlled the oil reserves of the region, and used their influence to shape British policy. The discovery of oil also had a profound impact on the economies and societies of the Middle East. The British legacy in the Middle East is complex and controversial. On the one hand, British imperialism brought modernization and development to the region, and helped to create the modern states of the Middle East. On the other hand, British policy also contributed to the conflicts and divisions that continue to afflict the region. The legacy of British imperialism remains a contested issue in the Middle East and beyond.